Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the latest narration of the web series, The Burning Ones. If you're new to the series, there is a playlist listed down below in the description, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Chapter 11, The Human Salute. I don't remember what happened. At least, I hope I don't remember. My head was spinning, everything hurt. Alert! Multiple extra-dimensional threats detected. Alert, multiple extra-dimensional threats detected. Alert, multiple extra-dimensional threats detected. Covered, I groaned and slowly opened my eyes. Knock it off. The bird's waking up, human voices. I think it's dangerous. You saw all those space trolls diced up back there. Hey, I felt the injectors fire. Corvid was shouting in my ears. Wake up, Featherbrain. Adrenaline, the drug of death worlds. I couldn't not stand up. Between the suit, the drugs, the alarms, and it was happening. I caught bits and pieces of the field as I flipped upright. Corvid marked 8 targets on my screen, 4 humans in battle armor, 4 absolutely, terrifyingly enormous EDTs. Stand down, soldier, barked one in front. His guardian fled, punctuating every word. The other soldiers raised their guns and took up positions behind the leader. Repeat, friendly, stand down. Corvid was dragging us backwards, wings beating furiously. I couldn't see his tactical calculations flashing in my visor. It looked bad. What the hell is that thing, boss? The large one shouted, his voice mechanical and bossy. Stand down, the leader ordered. No one was listening. Everything is cool. Allison leapt in front of the humans and turned her back to me. She held her hands up in the air, arms spread wide to take up as much visual space as possible. Mark, the little one said, I think it's a seraph. She's with me. She's friendly. Allison turned and looked at me and emphasized, You are friendly. Everyone, the leader put a hand on the large soldier's gun and pushed the barrel towards the ground. Take a breather. The leader holstered his sidearm and slowly walked towards Allison. I slowly lowered my sword despite Corbett's frantic admonishments not to disarm. The soldier walked past Allison, towards me, hands spread at either side like one would approach a frightened animal. He slowly raised his hands and tapped his jaw. His battle helmet broke into sections, folded away down his neckpiece, and then collapsed into an armored shoulders. There wasn't much left of the right side of his face. He looked to have recently recovered a grievous wound. An organic tissue was still red and agitated. The rest was covered in a mess of synthetic mesh and sensory nodes. His right eye and several bones underneath it had been replaced entirely. My name is Commander Mark Taro. Soldiers from my world remove their helmets so that they can look each other in the eye. Corvid, drop the mask. This is a bad idea, Corvid obeyed, despite his reservations, and folded my helmet back. Gaia, I said, my voice still catching in my throat. Former Chief 21st Aerial Assault, retired. No such thing as a former soldier, Chief, Commander Taro said. Just old dogs who aren't dead yet. Can you put the sword away? We came to help. Right. I depressed the controls and the pommel, and the blade folded in on itself. Oh, that's sick, the large soldier said. Bird's got a lightsaber, man. It's a molecular chainlink steel, the small soldier said, his voice slightly awestruck. He joined the commander and removed his helmet. He was dark hair and middle-aged. His face was slightly angled and held a wispy, elongated moustache. How'd you know that, man? The large soldier slung his rifle over his shoulder and joined the others in removing his helmet. His skin was dark and beautiful, obsidian mixed with rich, fertile soils. His eyes were stark against the black skin, but they were undoubtedly kind. He seemed incapable of speaking without waving his fingers and hands about. Something happens, and no matter how weird it is, you'll be like, yo, bro, that's a seraph with a chain-linked sword, and I'm gonna shut up now before I ruin this whole first contact vibe we got going. I read, the small one replied. He edged a half-step closer. He had the eyes of a scholar. The big one rolled his eyes and pointed at the little one and said, He reads, folks. This is Breaker, Commander Taro said, his voice calm and measured as he pointed to his men in turn. And Don, back there is CV. She's just checking the kid out. You can call me Mark. As the first contact occurred, I watched, mesmerized, as the soldiers' guardians changed. When I first awoke, each of their burning companions had been bristling with energy, expanding in size, and watching me with borderline murderous intent. Now they stood, peaceful, subdued in color, beside their respective chargers. Across the room, even the child savage beasts seemed subdued. yet it shrunk down to the size of a large land lizard and lay coiled protectively around the boy. The boy shivered. Flashes of memory danced, disconnected, contextless through my mind's eye. I'd watched him burn. I was certain of it, yet there he sat, unharmed. "Chief?" Mark placed himself squarely in my field of vision. "Can you give me a report, quick and simple?" "The fractal has been under attack. We came here to try and stop the Vague, and we..." My mind wavered. "That child. Focus, Chief." "I inserted with Tyker and Allison, found the suit and found the kid. I didn't make sense. How did we..." "Damn," Raegar exclaimed. "You attacked a whole ship full of space trolls like full-on kamikaze with a redhead, a space fox, and a talking rock. I like this bird." Allison joined the conversation. "It seemed like a good idea." The soldiers interrupted her and said in unison, "At the time." "Heard that one before?" Allison asked, as a sly grin made its way across her lips. "Just once or twice," Don said. "I painted it on my shoe." Raegar pointed to his left foot, adding, "No, really, look, it's down there, like little tiny letters, 'cause my handwriting..." "Very funny," Allison scoffed, a good-natured smile on her face. "Laugh while you can, big guy. One day your bad ideas will get you in just as much trouble." "Just, after my last tour, I took a job answering distress calls labeled..." Raegar laughed and gestured dramatically with both hands, like he was stretching the word in his imagination out into the physical world. "It seemed like a good idea at the time." "Ah, touché," Allison said. There was the special French stuff again. "Can we get out of here?" "Yeah," I said. "I'd like to pack up before we go anywhere. Space trolls up here. Won't be long." "You don't have to tell me twice." Mark tapped his shoulder and helmet unfolded, encasing his head in armor again. "Let's roll." As the others replaced their own helmets, just before the air gaskets and Don's mask fully sealed, I heard something I don't think I was meant to. "Boss, that kid's draconic. We're gonna have some serious End of chapter. I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Sevaren Serberous, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Casper Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon W.R.E, and Sevaren Serberous. Thank you very much.